Whoa! We're back. Two quick things before we start today. I want to start doing every video song recommendations, so you can kind of refresh your playlist, or if you're just learning how to pop, you can start building your playlist to practice with. So today's song is Body, Mind and Soul by Otis McDonald. Second thing, I'd like to start covering smaller battles with lesser known poppers soon. So if you could subscribe to this channel, it would help me be less reliant on the views from the bigger battles with the bigger name dancers. Thanks. Cool, so today we're going to start off by looking at Slim Boogie from the USA versus Hozin from Korea at Dance Vision Volume 7. So this should be an interesting battle because Hozin and Slim are both very technique-heavy poppers. Hozin's actually, they both have a really strong mix of animation and boogaloo. So they should be able to, in theory, both hit both styles of music pretty evenly. I don't think the music would dictate one way or the other whether one would have the advantage over the other. So you can kind of see they both kind of have the same vibe at the start as well. Very chill, relaxed, like introspective, closed eyes, coming in slow. And that's a really smart decision by Hozin, coming in with really subtle display of technique. This particular battle, I'm not sure if it's just for top 16 onwards, but these dancers, they get to basically choose how long their rounds are. So they could go for 30 seconds or 4 minutes or whatever. So it's really smart not to jump straight in with high energy, high power, and, you know, sort of run out of gas really quickly. So Hozin's just displaying his control here. And we can barely see it in the video, but he has really, really tight time stops on his forearms there. And Hozin also has incredibly strong footwork. He does house dancing as well, and it comes through in his popping of how sharp his feet are. See that fake out? He started to do boogaloo roll, bang, stop, reverse. And then straight into more footwork. Jeez, and isolation between his feet. So clearly, Green Tech talks about how he drilled sacking so much that his feet can just sack automatically to the music without his brain having to think about it. I imagine Hozin has also done that with this move that he's doing here with his feet. This crazy like shuffle, and then he probably only had to use his brain power to think about what his arms and what his head was doing. And that looked like a body roll, but he actually animated it. Tick, 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 tick. Now I think he might run into trouble here with his angles. Like, if there's anything you don't want to throw at Slim, it's probably angles. That was nice, that wave. He waved in and then looked forward and waved back. So he waved in and then he looked forward as if he was going to throw the wave forward, but then he threw the wave back the same direction it came. In, look, out. And then threw it back into his body. Super strong round. And see, Slim comes in exactly the same way Hozin did with the start of his round. And Slim's also doing the slow soft start so that you don't burn yourselves out. And also he was probably counting the music. If you're just starting to learn how to dance, there's a concept called counting music where you want to probably start on the one count of a song rather than somewhere in the middle. So he was coming in and waiting for the one count of this track. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, 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 boom. And that has a way harder impact rather than just jumping in hard at like a 5 count or something. What was that pose he hit? Ka. Interesting. It's like his legs stopped halfway through a crazy leg combo and then just held it and then dropped it and just stepped forward. And here, his left leg is probably doing the same thing Hozin was doing, where his leg was on autopilot and he was only having to think about his arm. Ta 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 ta. He was probably only using brain power thinking about his arm angles there. Oh, wow. Isolating from his thumb. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Boom, chin. In. Nice. That's really, really smart. So for that last combo, we were focusing on his hand and his thumb, and then he moved it to his chin and then brought his hand up. So our focus went from his hand to his face, and then he brought the first focus up and combined them together. So we're focusing on his hand. And then we follow his hand to his head, and then he brings his right hand back up to his chin. It's kind of like a magician with sleight of hand. Nice. Strong ending too. Now this is going to be a tough song not to just go hyperactive on and, you know, show a lot of restraint and control. Especially with the crowd hyping you up this much. Notice again he was waiting for the 1. Although I guess on this song it's pretty obvious where the 1 is. His feet are so light. Nice. That was a good full stop. Now I don't know, this song is so fast, I don't know if his arm placements aren't having time to sit in the positions. He's kind of throwing them out and they're just disappearing. I feel like if he was going way slower, it might have a stronger like that. Okay, yeah. It might have a stronger contrast with the music. Wow. He has so much chest control. Puppet. Nice. Very nice. Okay, now this is the part of the song where most people just sort of drop it and give up, so we'll see what Hozin does. I don't know, this feels a little bit fillery, like he's just waiting for the beat to come back in. Like that wave didn't really hit anything in the music. That was a nice groove. Yeah, he wanted to do one more beat kill to finish off the round, but I feel like that last 30 seconds from when the music dropped out, it didn't really add anything more than he hadn't already demonstrated earlier in the round, so I don't know how much... I feel like his round sort of petered out a bit rather than ending on a big bang. But it looks like Slim's gonna get pretty much the same breakdown. Oh wow, look at that. So before I was talking about how Slim's move was kind of like a magician doing sleight of hand. Here, he's making us watch his arm while his feet are gliding, which enhances the effect of the glide. If you're looking at the arm and you're not looking at the feet, see how his upper body's not really changing level? Because he's gliding, not stepping, but he's keeping us focused on his arm. His feet shuffling in time with that little da-da-da-da-da-da-da in the music. This would probably be better from the front. Nice, his level control is insane. This is a way harder part of the track for him to hit as well, as opposed to the part that Hozin got. You see that? He just touched his ear. He was like, listen to this part of the track. So I think it was him shimmying his leg down. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'll just let you guys listen to it. Nice. That little jingle bells sound. I don't know what it's called. Bells. Keeps touching his ear, yeah. He might... Okay. See, I felt like that section was much less filler than when Hozin hit that breakdown. Whoa, what was that angle? Dun, 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 dun. Not really a traditional angle you would hit. Nice. I feel like that was a way, way stronger ending than Hozin's round. But yeah. What did Slim say just there? It was like Hozin said something to him and he's like, I know, right? Were they complaining about the track? I know, right? Maybe Hozin was like, ah, man, bad luck on the track.
3, 2, 1.
Interesting split on the judges. Cool. So yeah, guys, like, subscribe if you want to see more. I want to do smaller battles in the future. If you can subscribe, that would help out a lot. Thanks.